This is chapter number 20 of Matthew's New Testament. Here, Jesus explains his words through parable. He has told that those who enter my service in first place will enter the heaven at last, and those who enter last may enter first. So, what is the parable? Let us see. Kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. He agreed to pay them a denarius for the day and sent them into his vineyard. About 9 in the morning he went out and saw others standing in the marketplace doing nothing. He told them, "You also go and work in my vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right." So they went. He went out again about noon and about 3 in the afternoon and did the same thing. About 5 in the afternoon he went out and found still others standing around. He asked them, "Why have you been standing here all day long doing nothing?" "Because no one has hired us," they answered. He said to them, "You also go and work in my vineyard." When evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, "Call the workers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last ones hired and going on to the first." The workers who were hired about 5 in the afternoon came and each received a denarius. So when those came who were hired first, they expected to receive more, but each one of them also received a denarius. When they received it, they began to grumble against the landowner. "These who were hired last worked only 1 hour," they said, "and you have made them equal to us who have borne the burden of the work and the heat of the day." But he answered one of them, "I am not being unfair to you. Friend, did not you agree to work for a denarius? Take your pay and go. I want to give the one who was hired last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be the first and the first will be the last." This expression doesn't very much fit, but nevertheless, this was given by Jesus Christ to his disciples. This parable is based on the assumption that it is the discretion of the God to enter anyone, irrespective of whether he entered in the ministry of Jesus Christ in the beginning or in the last or in the middle. Jesus was going up to Jerusalem. He took the 12 disciples aside and told him, "We are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be delivered over to the chief priests and the teachers of the law. They will condemn him to death and will hand him over to the Gentiles to be mocked and flogged and crucified. On the third day he will be raised to life." Then the mother of Zebedee, son, who were also disciples of Jesus, came and asked a favor. "What do you want?" Jesus asked. She precised, "Grant that one of these 2 sons of mine may sit at your right and the other at your left in the kingdom of heaven." Jesus told, "Don't you know what you're asking?" Jesus told them, "Can you drink the cup I am going to drink?" "We can," they answered. Jesus said to them, "You will indeed drink from my cup, but to sit at my right or left is not for me to grant. These places belong to those for whom they have been prepared by my Father." When the 10 heard about this, 10 means 12 disciples, 2 were the sons of Zebedee and 10 others. They were indignant with the 2 brothers. Jesus called them together and said, "You know that the rulers of Gentiles lord it over them, and their high officials exercise authority over them. Not so with you. Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be your slave. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." He told them that Zebedee is living at a place where Gentiles or pagans or statue worshippers are kings. And he is telling these 10 disciples that this is not the case with you. If you want to become great, then you have to become a servant. You should not become Lord, because with lordship all the vices come. So you have to become servant, just like Jesus Christ, who doesn't like to be served by others, but he liked to serve the humankind. Jesus and disciples were leaving Jericho. A large crowd followed him, two blind men were sitting by roadside, and when they heard Jesus was going from there, they shouted, "O Son of David, have mercy on us." Crowd rebuked them and told them to be quiet, but they shouted, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy." Jesus stopped and told, "What do you want me to do for you?" "Lord, we want our sight." Jesus has compassion on them and touched their eyes. Immediately they received their sight and followed him. Here we see in the last that Jesus is again doing miracles, which is very difficult to explain in this age of science.